What's up, everybody? I am Kay Simone. Alongside me, I have my main man, Ollie John, and you guys are now tuned in to yet another episode of Champions Corner, only here at LRM Network. Today, our special guest, finally, we got another girl in the building.
Finally.
Kay Amira.
Hi.
That's my twin, too. He was Kay.
Right, Kay and
I know
Kay.
she's amazing. So just let everybody know where you're from.
I'm from Philly. I'm from Germantown.
Nice.
Yep.
Philly. How was that commute here?
Long as shit. I didn't know it was going to be like an hour and a half. Then we had hit traffic. But I'm happy to be here, though.
Traffic. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Definitely
having
such
me.
a far commute. So you do music.
I do music.
What type of music are you into?
I do hip-hop and R&B music.
Nice.
Yeah, but I listen to everything.
Okay. What type of music you listen to?
Literally everything. Like, my playlist is ridiculous. My mom be mad because it go from like Tina Marie,
Nice.
and then you got Shania Twain, that's country.
Okay. Oh, that's real different.
Then it go to Biggie, and it's just all over the place. But like, I listen to everything.
I like
everything kind of resonate with me in a way, in a weird way.
Have you always listened to like every single genre of music?
Yeah, honestly, music just inspires me. Just that being what it is. Because it's such a frequency that, you know, me and you and I can connect over music, and we might not even ever met. But just the connection with music for me mean everything to me. So I listen to everything.
That's dope.
When was the first moment that you like fell in love with music? Not even doing music, but knew like, yo, I just love music.
Well, I grew up around music my whole life. My mom used to sing, which definitely inspired me to want to do it. But music has always been something that moved something in me. It's very therapeutic for me. Like when I went through my little breakups that I thought was like, like my real relationships. Like I threw that Chris Brown on, Heart Ain't a Brain.
Yep, girl. Listen.
But yeah, just since I was a little girl, I've always been connected to music though. Just being around it, my family being so musically oriented and talented, it's just in me to be that.
Right.
Man.
I think it's super dope that her mom is her manager who's actually in the building.
Okay.
Right,
getting those behind the scenes footage. But so since your mom used to sing, it was in you to always do it. So she's never had a problem with your musical journey.
No, and one thing I really appreciate and respect from my mom is that she never tried to control what it was for me.
Nice.
She never tried to force it on me. It was just always an organic thing, and she just kind of let me do what I want with it.
Nice.
So I just actually got really serious with it, like maybe a couple years ago, and I don't go nowhere without her. Because, you know, she gonna always have my back.
Absolutely.
You know, steer me in the right direction. When niggas is being crafty, she see that shit right away.
Right. ASAP.
So, I mean, my mom is my best friend. She everything to me, so.
That's awesome. I love that. How did you decide to have her as your manager? Like, how did that conversation come about?
Well, well, her being around music her whole life, and mine, of course, she's just very smart about the music business. I respect her as my mother, but I respect her as a businesswoman and knowing her way around.
Right.
So that's really, and again, she's not going to steer me in the wrong direction. So that's really what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, what was the conversation like with her when you said, okay, I want to take music seriously, like I want to sing? Like, what was that conversation like for her, you know, with her being a former artist?
Well, my mom, like, again, she been in the music shit for a long time. Maybe a year ago, she's like went away from it for a little bit because we had a couple deaths in the family that was really hard on our family. So when I came out of nowhere and was like, I'm ready to, she was like, oh my God, like you now? But honestly, it was just an organic thing. I don't think I even had a conversation like, can you be my manager? It just
like,
kind of like,
oh, I'm your manager.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Because, you know, she always taught me not that if I'm going to do something, it got to be 100,000%.
Absolutely.
So her being beside me and just rocking for me how she has and how hard she works,
right,
just mean everything to me. So
that's awesome.
That's really what it is.
So you have a song out with Diamond Cuts.
I do.
Super dope. How did that come about?
So she really just reached out and was like,
nice.
"What you think about getting on this record?" She knew me since I was a little girl, so it was always been like a personal relationship there. But I was super hype about the opportunity, of course. She sent it to me. I recorded it that night and got it straight to her. Wasn't playing no games. So I really appreciate. Shout out to Diamond Cuts.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Did you have any relationships with any other artists on the track, or it was just?
No, it was just really her. I met Blake not too long ago through her.
Okay.
He's really dope too. I worked with him. Him producing my stuff.
Right.
And vocal arranging and stuff like that. So,
That's awesome.
But I never met Brett though.
Okay.
So hopefully soon.
Nice.
So when it comes to like your process in creating music, like, do you need to be alone? Do you need to have people with you? Do you need to hear the beat first? Like, what do you pull from?
So I really like to write what I feel down, and sometimes, like, I could have wrote something down 3 months ago, and I hear a beat and be like, "Oh, this is what I got to talk about. I wrote this down. I remember how that felt." And I'll hear a beat and it'll just come out. Like, it's very organic for me. I got to burn my sage, get the mood right, turn the lights down, light my candles. I'm really serious about my process because for me, it's all about connection. So I want it to be authentic. So I just kind of take my time. I don't force anything. I just like things to be very authentic to who I am.
Absolutely. You did a cover to Almost Slipped.
Yes.
I feel like that's one of the most overlooked songs on Meek's album. Like, how did you even decide to pick that song and say, yeah, we're gonna turn this into something?
So, all right, so I don't drive.
Okay.
I got a license, but I don't drive. I like to walk. Mainly because I'm scared of accidents. But other than that, when I walk, I listen to music, and I feel like that's when I really connect to music. So this when the album first came out. So I'm listening to it, and I heard it, and I just was like, he talking shit on here, so I gotta do one for like us. Like, he ain't about to just talk about this thotty shit and I'm not gonna say something about it. Like, he just had me fucked up on it. Like, so that's really what made me do it. And like, I always bring up my mom, but my mom had me really young, so I feel like I grew up with her. So a lot of things that I write about is my story, but also her story, because I felt it too.
That's awesome.
So even when I heard the song, I'm like, nah, this ain't what we buy, because I've seen it firsthand. Like, so I had to write my own version for us.
And I love it. Okay. I'm going to keep playing that, because you're not about to tell her we out here thotting.
Right.
You doing shit too.
Right.
Sorry.
No, listen, I don't got nothing to say, bro. I don't got nothing to say. Like, I got it.
That definitely is one of the most slept on songs in the album.
It's
so
really
for you
song.
to pick it, I was like,
It's
I
really
took
good
it back
song.
a little bit. So this is, the females are coming out this year. Like Meg Thee Stallion, Doja Cat, Lady London from Jersey. There's a whole bunch of females that are just doing the thing right now, and I'm so happy. So how do you feel about being a part of that?
Oh, I feel very happy about it. I think it's great. I think that it's great that it's so many different women with so many different perspectives, and we have a voice. I know sometimes it's unfortunate for the men to hear "fuck you," this, that, and the third, but we were silenced for a long time.
Absolutely.
And like, it's not supposed to just be one female at the top. We got all different flavors, all different skin colors, all different, And I feel like we live in such a time, and I'm so excited to be a part of that, because it's important.
Yeah.
I want a little girl to see somebody who look like her that she could relate to. Absolutely. It's not supposed to just be one. So I'm really happy I'm excited about it.
Right.
Listen, I'll speak for the men. I don't think we got. I don't think we got any problem with what the women are doing this year.
Okay, good.
It's long overdue. I'm happy that there's a bunch of them at the top, because it's supposed to be a bunch of them at the top at the end of the day. You feel me? Because women always make some of the best music and have some of the best verses on these songs, even in a male-dominated industry. So I feel like it's real good to have a lot of women at the top, because it's a lot of men at the top.
Right.
You feel me? It's good. But when it comes to you and your mom, right? Have you guys ever thought about collaborating on a track?
No.
That'd be dope. You guys should think about it.
But she has a lot of old songs
You gonna flip them? You gonna cover them?
And I'm like, Mom, you gotta give me this shit. It's showing hot. So I don't know. Maybe.
I think that'd be super dope. You do like a mother-daughter kind of thing. It'd be like, I don't know what's the word for it. But
we cannot do this show without her mom on the mic.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Can we turn that mic on?
Come on, she like, no.
Can't do it.
Just for
All right. We'll talk from right here because I do really want to ask you, like, usually when guests come on our show, their parents were so not for them being in music. I want you to go to school. I want you to do this. So I just want to know, as her being a musician, was there any part of it that scared you even just a little bit because you know what it's like to be in the music industry?
Well, I think ultimately, just with Kayla, like she said, she grew up with me, and I come from a different world than what I raised her in.
Yes.
She saw all parts of it, but my upbringing was very different than her upbringing. So ultimately, just my fear for her is that she's very kind-hearted, and she's not naive because I taught her not to be, but she always wants to see the very best in everybody, and I did teach her that. But everybody doesn't deserve the very best of her,
right?
And so that's one of the things that I was concerned about her being able to learn and move around with. But as far as her choice to do music, I was totally fine with it. She did go to school.
Nice.
It wasn't for her. She tried her hand at it, and so my thing is always like if you're gonna do something, give 1,000% of yourself to it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you don't have any regrets about it. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, were you in a group or was it just you?
So dancing was really my thing. So
Okay.
I did a lot of dancing. I went on my first worldwide tour when I was 13.
Nice.
And then I toured with a lot of different artists. And I did actually have a record deal with the group. They didn't do anything, but they were signed to Job Records. So I was in and out, in the industry my whole life. And then probably like the last 12 years, I've been on the other side of it, managing songwriters, producers, artists, that sort of thing. So I definitely stepped away from it.
Yeah.
And here she comes.
Like, really, girl? You gonna drag me all the way back into this?
Yeah, so I mean, whatever she's my kid, so whatever she wants to do, I'm gonna stand by her, as long as she's standing in it.
Absolutely.
And that's super dope because that's one thing about moms. Like moms, even if they're against it at first, once they see that you really for it and you really love it, they just gonna support you in whatever you want to do with it.
It wasn't always an easy journey though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just because I do artist development as well, so I support artists and standing in their vision. So I've walked artists into labels and they've walked out of there with deals based on the work that I did with them. And I basically used to tell her when she was young, because it was, it was a game. Yeah. And I was just like, listen, I get paid to do what I do. So if you're not serious about this, I'm not investing my time.
Absolutely.
And so when she came at me this last time, I was like, shit.
She really want to do
this time. Okay. So.
That's dope. I'm happy for you guys. You get to share that journey together.
Right, that's beautiful. Right.
That's inspiring me. I hope my daughter would do something.
There's another addition. She has a younger sister.
Yes.
She's super talented too. She don't give a damn about me.
No, she don't care at all.
So you just birthing gems over here.
Right.
She's really, she into her books, book smart. She's had her vision since she was 4, and she has not strayed from it. So, same drive, but
different paths, which is fine, definitely fine. How's the music scene out in Philly?
It's a lot of rappers.
Yeah,
a lot of rappers.
I was about to say, because you don't really hear too much R&B coming out of Philly these days.
You just gotta really look. Like, you could kind of get lost in the sauce with all the rappers. It's when I tell you, it's so many rappers. But I think Philly right now is so much talent in Philly. Like, everywhere you look is somebody new doing something crazy great that's going viral and doing some crazy shit. So the music scene in Philly is really popping right now. Right. Not everybody is business smart, but as far as talent, it's like crazy. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So like, in Philly, right? Growing up in Philly, who are some of the people that you kind of like looked up to in terms of music? Because, you know, like you said, Philly has a lot of talent. So who did you kind of almost envision yourself after in Philly?
Someone who's from Philly or just my musical
you could do someone who's from Philly and then in general.
I say I really look, well, other than my mom.
Of course.
I really looked up to, like, and again, I listen to everything. So I really looked up to Teddy Pendergrass. Because my mom toured with him. And I did get to meet him when I was really little. So I hold that memory very close to me, but just how great the music was. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember, I mean, I'm young, so I remember my mom saying to me, like, you know, they had to do that in one take. Like, it wasn't no going back. Like, and that's, like, different. Yeah. Like, you know, now you got auto-tune, you got all. So just, like, somebody who was, like, really true to the craft and really did it, though. Like, it wasn't no fake-ass, put some auto-tune in, so that's like, no, it was, like, pure, authentic. Art. So him, definitely. But other than Philly, Aaliyah is everything to me. That's my girl. Like, I love her.
I can see the Aaliyah vibe.
Her style, she was very sweet, but she always wanted her music to cross into, like, the hood, because she just cared. She was very street but sweet, she would say. That's really what my music sounds like. I'm such a sweetheart. But as you can see on Almost Slipped, I be talking my shit.
Right.
But just, she's everything to me. I love her.
That's dope. Yeah. How do you feel about music and social media as they cross paths?
I think it's a blessing and a curse. It's a curse because the dumbest shit.
Yep.
Like the music don't even be matter. Like, you know. And I just found out, like, now YouTube views play a role in the charts. Did y'all know that? Yeah. That's crazy to me. Like, the dumbest stuff get the most views on YouTube. Now it's just number one on the charts. Like, that's crazy. Like, that blows my mind. But then again, it's like, or if you had somebody who's really talented and they got a bunch of views on you, then it's like, okay, well, now we see them. So I just think it's a blessing and a curse. Like, you now could, through your phone, could see what's going on in Chicago, what's going on in Paris, what's going on in China. I think that's great. But as far as, like, just the dumbest stuff, like, I don't like that, though.
Right.
So,
what do you think that you, as a female musician, can offer to the younger generation of kids who may want to do music, or girls specifically?
The biggest thing, and this is also what makes me different, I really care about being authentic. Be who the fuck you are. Like, don't do stuff for clout. Don't just be out here doing stuff because you think it's cool what everybody else is doing. Just really be yourself. Like, and that's, you know, in my music, I can't stress that enough. Because for me, I feel like I really took time. Like, I've always wanted to sing, of course, but I really took time to really understand and get to who I was at the core. And I feel like you never stop getting to know yourself. You change all the time. Absolutely. But just, it was so important for me to understand, okay, why do you want to do this? Who are you in this? What is your intention in this? And really, it's just me wanting to be who I am and connect to people on that. And just be real. Like, I'm not for the fake stuff. What you see is what you get. This is who I am. So, really, that's it.
That's dope. That's important, too.
Yeah, you're a big advocate of, you know, you have to go through certain things so you can write about certain things. So, with that being said, would you ever consider writing music for other people?
Oh, I would love to. Again, like, I'm into country. I'm like a huge kid. I love Disney. If Disney call me up, that's it. Oh, for sure. Just, like, my imagination is super huge. I would love to tap into different, you know, genres of music and different people and stuff like that. I would love to do that.
I think it's a Kay thing. I'm sorry. I think all Kays are just super. Like, we talk about it all the time, being authentic, being yourself, not clout chasing. And it's like enough people don't understand.
Right.
Like, we can't. Why are you huffing?
Nothing. Because you're right. You're 100% right. I'm not going to say it's a Kay thing, but you're 100% right. Yeah. Now, she sits up here and preaches to us all the time about, you know, these clout chasing people and how you got to be super authentic. Like, I'm talking about, like, every single Tuesday, 6 o'clock, we hear it. Every single Tuesday.
With a passion.
it's just hard because, like, you got to play your role. You know, perception is everything. So you got to do what you got to do. However, how do you do that and still be true to yourself? Exactly. And I think that's where a lot of artists, like that fine line, they get real lost in that. And I think it's really easy, too. You never know when you're going to have a moment like that, but, you know, just trying to stay true as much as you can. Because, like, when the lights go out and ain't nobody around to judge you, nobody around to see what you doing, who are you in that moment?
Exactly.
That's absolutely true.
Because our generation is more infatuated with looking like you something than actually being something.
Right.
And
Until
it's
your
scary.
car get pulled.
Right.
Exactly.
And then when your car get pulled, you don't got nothing left.
Right. Now you just salty.
Hey, damn, I should have did that. It's terrible. But have you got a chance to perform anywhere?
Yes. I literally just did a month ago. I opened up for Kay Michelle for 2 nights. And that was like,
oh my God, how was that?
Huge.
Where was she?
I love Kay Michelle.
It was one in DC and one in Maryland. I think it was Baltimore.
Nice.
That was like my first real big crowd. But
Very
it was
nervous.
I always get nervous. I'm really shy for real. So I always get nervous, but I try to process my nerves and calm down because I know this is what I really want to do. And I think I'm only nervous because I'm excited. But it was a really big crowd. It was a different kind of crowd. I didn't know how many people down there really fucked with Philly. Like, soon as I was like, I'm from Philly, they like, I'm like, okay. But it was a dope experience. She's really nice. I did get to meet her.
That's so fire.
She's super sweet. She not like what everybody be thinking on Love and Hip Hop and stuff.
Oh, yeah, we know.
She was really nice. So it was a dope experience for sure.
That is super fire. Kay Michelle. Oh, man. I miss her on Love and Hip Hop, to be honest. But I kind of think it's beyond her.
It
like,
is.
She's such a dope person. Even being on there, just certain things she would say, I'm like, Kay, you don't belong. It's them Kays. What I tell you? Kays, bro. We too authentic for that fake shit.
For real.
I'm trying to tell you. All right, you gonna meet another Kay, and you gonna be like, damn, Kay was right. That's it.
For real.
Would you do a show like Love and Hip Hop?
The only way I'm gonna do a reality show is my reality show.
Okay. All right.
I'm with that.
Yeah, cause you gonna get me, you gonna get me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No fake storylines.
Right.
No.
I'm not.
Right. Well, that's super dope.
Should I do Love and Hip Hop?
You're not okay.
That don't mean I gotta be fake on it. I'm just, put a little sauce on it. That's all. I'm not gonna be fake. Just a little sauce, so it can bring me back.
So how are you as a performer? Like, what can we expect if you were to hit a stage right now?
Well, again, like, I'm super shy. I'm very soft-spoken, but when I get on that stage, I'm a monster.
Nice.
I always feel like, because for a while, and I feel like even sometimes still, I feel like an underdog. Because you always got people who, like, don't fuck with you until they think you popping, or, like, just a bunch of relationships that you think you have, and then when shit hit the fan, they don't be nowhere around. So I really think that me being an underdog made me a monster. Right. And when I get on the stage, it's like, who the fuck is... This is not who I just talked to. Because I feel like I come alive when I'm on stage, and just that connection, you alive people.
Right.
That connection, just transferring energy is crazy to me.
Right.
So...
Do you have a lot of musician friends, or like female musician friends, or you kind of keep the two separate?
Again, I do come from a musically oriented family,
Right.
so like I'm surrounded by music all the time. Like my cousin do beats, one cousin sing, one rap,
nice. You in house,
Right.
Yeah. So I'm around music all the time, but I don't got that many friends. I got like one friend.
One.
That's
all
my
you need.
ride or die. I hang with family at that. Like other than that, because I just. Like in high school, I never had too many girlfriends.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it went down. So it is what it is. But as far as family, though, I'm always with my family, always around music.
That's important to family time, being around a musically inclined family at that. It's super fire.
If you were to be approached by a label right now, what would they have to tell you to not allow you to be independent anymore? Like, what would they have to tell you for you to give up the independent grind?
They gotta tell her nothing. They gotta talk to Mama Love.
Yeah, of course.
That's the truth. For real. Yeah, like for real. That's
Mama, what number they gotta say? What number they need?
I mean, the number is important, but it's really about getting her the best deal possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Her connecting and being with a team that really believes in the vision and
right.
you know what it is she is as an artist. You know what I mean? So that's really what it's about, finding a good home.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think RCA would be a good home for her. RCA love the R&B stuff. They give the creatives a lot of creative control. All the good R&B singers over there, like her and Chris Brown and all that stuff. I feel like RCA.
She definitely needs something with control because the platform that you have, the look that you have, like it can be touched. I feel like you cannot try and alter that because we need that in the music industry. Like we need more females to be authentic. Soft spoken is fine. Like we don't have to always be so loud and rowdy. Sometimes we need to mellow out.
Right.
Like just mellow it out just a little bit. So we could use another an Aaliyah type of vibe.
Because ever since Aaliyah passed, God rest her soul, it's never really been anybody in that lane no more.
Absolutely.
Nobody that looked like her, nobody that really sounded like her. Like Timbaland tried to do it with Tink, but like he marketed her as like the next Aaliyah. You can't really do that to nobody.
No.
You kind of just gotta let
be
the people
felt.
do it.
And then like the intention shouldn't be being the next Aaliyah. It should be you being yourself. And if you touch into that, cool.
Right.
But it's never the intention should, I'm the next. No. Be who the fuck
you gotta be the best you, and then let the people decide what they want to put on you.
Exactly.
So what can we expect coming up in the near future? 2020 is almost here.
So listen. I got EP listening party coming up. I definitely want y'all to come.
Nice.
It's December 28th. It's coming up soon. I'm gonna definitely get y'all the invite. It's a secret location.
Okay.
So everybody can't come.
Yes, everybody can.
All right.
But I definitely want y'all to come for sure. And I'm dropping my EP the top of the year, January 1st.
So
look out for
it. For you.
Thank you.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting.
Thank you.
I'm rooting for you, girl.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you. I love what you guys have going on here.
I appreciate that so much.
Super important.
Thank you.
I just want to let everybody know where to find you, your social media handles, music, everything.
So on everything, all social networks, KVY AMIRA. Again, that's KVY AMIRA. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, everything.
Dope.
Same thing.
Shout out to Kay Amira for coming through Champions Corner today. You had an awesome time. Shout out to my main man, Ali John, who will meet another K in the near future.
Oh, brother. Shout out to both the Ks. They've been amazing. You can't go wrong if you get a K.
Thank you guys for tuning into Champions Corner. We are out.
Bye.